Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly forecast for April 20th through the 26th. We're going to see what's happening in the week ahead for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising with this lovely little deck here, this little fairy tarot deck. And then we're going to pull a spirit animal message for you guys from this animal deck here. My darlings and my dears, I apologize for the late post. It has happened again. I have broken my recording phones, both of them. So I'm super late. I'm borrowing something to record on right now. I've ordered a camera. Hopefully it'll get here soon. And then I'll be able to keep up with the private readings and the YouTube videos. So I thank you for your patience. But we're going to see what's happening. You guys voted for me to change the format. So this is going to be the new format. And let's see what's happening for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising this week. One more shuffle here. Alrighty, my dears. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what we have here, your first card is King of Spring, and this is fire sign energy. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with a Gemini, not Gemini, I mean, you are a Gemini, and you're not a fire sign. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. See, oh gosh, that camera needs to come in. Look at this focus. All right, there we are. So you could be doing Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And the overall characteristics, it could be something within yourself. Spirit might be calling you to pull up on your own fire energy or to embody these characteristics within yourself this week, which is somebody who is innovative, inspiring, wise. It says you're theatrical, so maybe just kind of get into your playfulness or your expressiveness. The message here at the bottom says a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. So, Gemini, things could really be turning around for you this week. Right? So this could be telling you how you're going to be able to maybe pull people in your favor or to have your back, maybe to kind of call on your wisdom, call on your ability to inspire others, be maybe a little bit more expressive. You may be finding allies in a work situation or from a supervisor who may be stepping up to help you. It could also be something happening in terms of a partnership or something in terms of, projects and things that you're wanting to put out there, like creative projects. So say you've been just wanting to do something to give you just more a sense of coming out of the humdrum, like wanting to feel, just something interesting happening in your life. You might begin finding people or friends who are supportive of you pursuing passions and interests, okay? This is a general reading, so this card is going to come up in different ways for different ones of you. Some of you might be getting back into art or music or even performing maybe in some way, or writing something that you're wanting to perform. But King of Spring or King of Wands is a card that I also oftentimes will refer to as one of my self-employment or entrepreneurship cards. And so there could be something where you're coming into this energy, Gemini, where you're realizing a way that you can maybe make what you have work in your favor to create an opportunity for yourself to make a little extra money on the side, or a temporary income until you go back to work, or a full-on career change of some sort, right? Because there's also a lot of the times with King of Spring or King of Wands, like this entrepreneurship or very driven, motivated energy that comes with this card. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Lovers. This is you. Look at you all showing up in your own reading, right? The Lovers card, for those of you who don't know, although the majority of you probably do know because you're Geminis, this is your card. This card is symbolic or represents Gemini energy because you guys have that duality, okay? Now, what a lot of people don't know, right? Like when we see the Lovers card here, the message at the bottom, it says true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So these are like the typical kind of things that we think of when we think of the Lovers card. Romance, true love, soulmate, making a choice or a decision between two different people. But what people don't understand is that the original meaning of the Lovers card, before it was ever called the Lovers, it was called the Choice. If I'm not mistaken, some decks even referred to it or called it the Sacrifice. Because sometimes what this card is asking you is to make a decision about what your deal breakers are, what you're willing to give up for what you're wanting to get. There could be that kind of aspect sometimes with this card. Some of you are having to make a decision about what you're going to make a priority in your life. And how your life is affecting your romantic life or your relationships. So some of you might be asking yourself this week, and I feel this is more so for those of you that you're either in a relationship currently or you've been really wanting to manifest a relationship. If you're happily single, this might not apply to you. But if you've been like wanting to manifest a partner, or if you've been in a relationship already, you're currently in a relationship, I feel like this card is saying that you're going to be realizing changes that you're going to have to make for the sake of the relationship. So like if you're in the relationship, you might start realizing things you have to change about your life if the relationship's going to work, or if you're going to make this other person happy. Some of you feel like you're being really, really nagged, and you're like, okay, do I want to make the changes because I feel like I'm getting nagged? And other ones of you, if you're single, you might be looking at your life and thinking, okay, well, here's the things I'm going to have to do or shift to align myself with manifesting a partner. And it doesn't have to be like, I don't know why, but when people talk about making changes for relationships, for some reason, everybody's head, everybody's brain jumps to like physical things like working out or changing how you dress. And that's not what I mean. That's not what I'm saying. Aligning in other ways, like making yourself maybe more open to letting somebody in, or, you know, trying to be more social. And right now, a lot of us are on lockdown, so maybe it would be being social via phone calls and internet, and maybe some of you don't want to open up to that, you know, or whatever it might be. You're just like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to do this work? Do I really want to take this on? Or do I really want to deal with my trust issues right now? Or do I really want to deal with the things I need to heal to have a relationship? Like you're asking yourself if it's worth what you have to put in. So I feel some of you are making a decision in this way. Other ones of you, if your main focus is career, I feel like you're looking at jobs and finding healthy ways of like putting yourself first, because maybe your work or your job has been very demanding on you physically or even emotionally. And you're having to ask yourself, do I really want to continue doing this? Okay, so there's decisions and choices coming in with this card. Your next card here, my darlings, is 10 of Spring. So you guys have fire energy coming in with all your air. All right. 10 of Spring is going to say here, the message at the bottom says, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So we talked about that. Some of you are feeling stressed out. You feel very drained physically, or you're feeling nagged. You're feeling like somebody's just on your back, whether it's your boss or your boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife, or just family. Like you just feel like somebody's on your back, and you're feeling like there's a lot of pressure on you to change. I really feel that, Gemini. I feel like you guys are feeling like everybody's pressuring you to change. Like maybe at work they have like all these things, do this, do that. And maybe in your relationship, and you're asking yourself, like, is this really where I want to be? Like, is this right for me? King of Wands is all about creating opportunities, right? So maybe you're going to realize that, you know what? I do need to kind of step it up. I need to get my fire back. I need to get my passion back. Or you may say, you know what? I'm getting my fire back, and I'm getting my passion back, and I'm getting the heck out of here. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Okay, this is a general reading, but a decision's having to be made where I feel you're tired of everything being on your shoulders, and you don't want to do it like that anymore. Okay, your next card here, Gemini, is Princess of Autumn, okay? Now, this could be a person that you're dealing with. It could be an aspect within yourself as you're beginning to kind of ground yourself. Like, oh, let me just disconnect from this nagging energy. Let me just disconnect from everybody and their complaining and their, moaning and their, whining. And let me take a moment to just kind of clear my head. This could be the energy you personally are coming into, or you may be dealing with an earth sign person. Earth sign is going to be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person, moon, sun, moon, or rising, who has the personality traits of being studious, responsible, cheerful, maybe even a little bit mischievous. The message here about this energy on the bottom of the card says happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So those of you that you are feeling nagged, Spirit is saying take a moment, really think about this, right? Like at a work situation, if they're coming in with critiques for you, it could be because they see a lot of potential in you and they're thinking, hey, we would really love to promote Gemini, but here's the things that need to be worked on before we can promote Gemini. So what seems like a very annoying, nagging energy could be an opportunity for you to move forward and to climb up the ladder. Or in a relationship, if our partners are nagging us, it's because they haven't given up on us and they still want us around, and they might be wanting to feel closer to us in some way. So I'm hearing don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Maybe take a moment and see, is there any truth to any of these criticisms or this nagging? Is there anything that I think I want to change? And to make a decision in this way. Princess of Autumn can also be asking you to pay attention to where you are putting your focus and your energy. Because I feel, Gemini, some of you, the reason why you have this complaining about you, it's not that there's anything wrong with you, but you might not be very grounded right now. You may be just kind of on autopilot. You may be going through the motions. You just may be kind of like floating through. So people feel like you're there, but you're not really there. And all you really need to do is be grounded, be present, be in the moment. And all this other stuff's going to take care of itself. Okay? Let's check out your spirit animal card. And again, I encourage you guys to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. You might need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to click on the Calendly link and schedule a private reading with me there, you can do that. If you have astrology questions, I will address that at the end. But if you want a card reading with me, you can request that through Calendly. Okay, so your spirit animal for the week, my darlings, is the penguin. And it says here, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. What a beautiful message. So you can totally expect for things to begin to get better now, Gemini. Okay? Keep in mind, anybody who's been on your back, it's kind of their way of saying, we like you, we still want you around. Now, you have power, you have free will. You might say, well, I'm glad you like me and all, but I don't want to be here anymore. And you might get in that King of Wands energy and you might take off somewhere else. You're completely and totally free to make that decision. But do know that this situation is salvageable. And not just salvageable, coming into really positive turnaround, really positive change. But it's up to you what you want to do. It's your call. You're going to be happy either way. Do you want to be happy here? Do you want to be happy somewhere else? This is your time to exercise your power and your choice. Okay? Again, I'd encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. If you want a private reading, you can click on Calendly. And if you want astrology guidance, I've been getting a lot of requests for astrology guidance, and I'm not an astrologer, and I don't want to misinterpret your chart and analyze your chart incorrectly. But I did have an astrologer reach out to me that really impressed me. So I'm happy to promote them. I'm happy to plug them. They've been kind enough to offer to sponsor the channel by giving you guys unlimited 30% off as many astrology reports as you want. Different subjects, whatever you want to do off their already reasonable prices. And so I'm recommending them because I've had experience with them. I had a good experience with them. I like them. I like that they have free articles on their website also where, like, you know, you can get a little bit more information about astrology if you're a newbie, if you're just kind of starting out. And I thought it was very generous of them to offer unlimited 30% off. So I have the discount code in the website in the link of the description if you want to do astrology. And I just need to clarify, guys, that's not my website. I'm not doing the astrology reports there. It's somebody else. If you want to get a reading with me, a card reading with me, click on the link that says Calendly. And that's where you can schedule a card reading with me. I'm happy to give you guys card readings. That's what I do. That's my wheelhouse. But I don't want to give you incorrect guidance about astrology because I'm not an astrologer, right? I don't know enough about the topic to sit here and like teach people about astrology. If you would like to watch the love videos for April, the channeled angel messages, those are linked in the description. The ones for May will be up soon when my camera comes in, hopefully soon. And if you hit subscribe and notification bell, you'll get a notice when the new videos are up. And don't forget messages every single day, guys. Card of the day, pick a card on Instagram and Facebook. So Amethyst Angellight, Instagram and Facebook, if you want to get the daily messages, see the posts, those are getting posted there daily. Thanks so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, my dears. Have a wonderful week. Take care.